Well, Tide Talk Web is back. Anyway, doing a quick preview for the Tennessee Bama game. Um, I went back and looked at some of the few of the games that we've had throughout the season and some different things that I think against Tennessee we're going to have to kind of clean up. Some of this came from AJ McCarron, the Dynasty, on his podcast I was listening to the other day. He had great points. The offense is kind of like it, it it struggles in the first quarter. Like we'll give up it seems like every first possession of the other team, we give up a touchdown. We just let them march down the field. Um, Also, the offense is struggling. I've noticed in the second half, it's like we come out, we'll be ahead, things are going good, and we can't produce, or we get in the red zone three times and kick a field goal. Don't get me wrong, I'm still thankful for a field goal. That's still points, but you need to punch it in. Um, Another thing that is kind of concerning going into Tennessee is Jam Miller's a complete back, the most complete back we have in the whole team. He just instinctively has a knack for picking up a pass blitz or, picking up an outside blitz or inside blitzer. He just knows it. Where some of the other guys struggle a little bit. Since we got him back after being hurt, he's had 3 games in a row. He's averaged over 100 yards and a touchdown. That's big. Huge to wear teams down. Huge to keep the clock running. I don't know if we're going to have him for this game. They keep saying it's probable. I'm not buying it. I think he's out. His health is very important. I think he doesn't play. That being said, Riley and especially Daniel Hill have to step up. You're going to have to do what he does. You're going to have to pick up pass blocks. You're going to have to make a way and get 3, 4, at least 3 yards of carry. You got to be able to get that and keep the clock going. One thing I thought was very interesting too that I was looking at, what in the world's going on the right hand side of our offensive line? Having Formby on the outside is bad. He's like he trips over his own feet. He doesn't pick up a blitzer. He gets blown up like my stomach after the third plate on Thanksgiving. I got to run to the bathroom. I mean, I don't like him being on the outside. What I think needs to happen is I think you need to have Carroll over there. You need to put Formby on the inside of him because Carroll was doing so much better on the outside at that tackle position versus him. And I think you're going to have to go back to that because he was getting beat bad. Also, clock issues. Good Lord. 3 games in a row, we keep having to call timeouts because it's like we can't get the play in, or we get the play in and it's late. That stuff, we're going to have to figure that out really quick because when you play really good teams, it can bite you. Now, we won, so everything's forgiven, and that's okay. It's the same thing as we know we don't have a field goal kicker. If it's 40 or more, you might as well just go for it on fourth. Like, don't even worry about kicking it. That's kind of a known. But the play thing, the taking timeouts and can't get the play in and the clock issues, that's going to have to be, you're going to have to get that figured out against Tennessee because that won't fly. We know Ryan Williams is hurt. So in this game, I anticipate that Latsir Brooks is going to see a lot of playing time. He came up big. He was one of 5 plays that helped us win the game last week against Mizzou. 4th and 8. I mean, you can't throw a better ball than that and have somebody catch it that precisely. I think he has to come in and play a lot of snaps because Ryan Williams is hobbled. He's hurt. He's not playing well. He was limping. I just don't see it. But then again, you're going to need Jeremy Bernard and you're going to need Isaiah Horton to really step up in those roles this week. Because we go into this game and Tennessee's got the second best wide receiver duo in the SEC. And I think one of the top in the country. I mean, those guys are clicking. They got 4 guys on the O-line that absolutely will play on Sundays, period. Possibly 5. They're fast. Somehow, a way you can alleviate some of that. We may have to see a lot more screens in this game, and they'll have to make it happen on the screens. That's how you slow down that big pass rush. That's how you slow down those guys. When we're on offense. But yeah, like I said, they got 4 D linemen that they're going to play on the Sundays. They're really good. So we're going to have to figure that out. Offensively, Tennessee is 4th nationally in total offense. They gained 527 yards a game in total offense. They're 1st in scoring offense in the country. They get 43 points a game on average. Like, they're really clicking. 7 yards a play. On defense, though, this was where I really liked it. It made me feel good because I was getting sick to my stomach nationally when I was compiling all their offensive stats. Defense nationally, listen to this, 28th nationally in overall efficiency. 28th. So that means and makes me feel like we can score a little bit. That makes me feel really good. Like I said, this team now, they put up 41 points versus a Kirby Smart defense against Schumann, their defensive coordinator. These guys ain't no slouches. I mean, to me, I think their quarterback is a very, very underrated quarterback. Aguilar, he's very good. They're third in the SEC in 20-yard plays. I mean, you got to give it to Heupel. You just have to. I mean, like I said, he's doing great. Aguilar, now let's look at his stats, ranks 8th among power conference quarterbacks. 8th. So these are all things to think about. Like I said, and these are things going into the week. I know I'm not the only one thinking it because I'm not a coach at Alabama, but, Daniel Hill in this game, in my opinion, you're going to have over 100 yards rushing. I get it if it's tough sledding first and second quarter. I get it. We're at home, which should help. I do think the clock issues better be fixed. Daniel Hill, you're going to have to pick up all the blitzes. You're going to have to really be in tune with that. And when you're screens, you got to get those yards. You got to get 5-6 yards a clip. You got to really do that. Like I said, maybe more tight end plays too, because I think Ryan Williams will be a non-factor in this game. I think your big three are Jeremy Bernard. You've got Latsier Brooks, and you're going to have Isaiah Horton. I think those are the big three, and it hangs on those three guys. Not only that, I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it every game this year. That offensive line, I'm sorry, I think I switched Formby out with Carroll, like I said before, and you got to give him 2.4 seconds to look downfield. You've got to give him time, because if he's got a big orange, ugly jersey in his face after a second, it's over. It's done. So I think those are the big keys to the game. Being at home will be good. Like I said, we're going to have to on first down move the sticks. We're going to have 3 yards a clip, 4 yards a clip, whatever it is. You got to give Ty Simpson 2.5 seconds to see the field. You got to have Latsier Brooks step up in a bigger role this week. Even though you may see Ryan Williams out there hobbling around, he has to pick up the slack. Like I said, we don't have Derek Meadows. He got knocked out pretty much. So we don't have another big body there. You got Jeremy Bernard. He's a big guy. You got Isaiah Horton and Lottie Brooks. And you're probably going to see a dose of Rico Scott. He's going to be in there somewhere. I don't know where, but he's going to be in there somewhere. And you may see some tight ends. But you get that together, and I think we can do it. Now, I'm going to go back to what I touched on earlier. We're going to have to absolutely have better offensive production in the second half. Tennessee's a 4-quarter team. Like I said, they lost to Georgia by 4 points in an overtime. So this is not going to be an easy game. Bama's going to have to bring 2 chin straps and a lunch pail. It's going to be a blue-collar, just knockout fight, heavyweight fight. But I think it'll be good. Like I said, my prediction, I got my rose-colored glasses, a.k.a. crimson glasses on. I think the overall score is probably going to be 34-28 Bama. Like I said, we'll see. But either way, third Saturday in October is coming up, baby. Not over with. It's coming up. And we want to light them cigars. So anyway, I will see you Sunday. Anyway, Tide Talk Web is out.